Oh, okay. I guess I'm live. That took a while to figure out. Embarrassingly enough. Hello, everybody. All right. So I know I haven't streamed in a while, especially not a desktop stream. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by. I don't know. I'm just bored and wanted to stream, so this is not like topic driven or whatever. Why is the chat not on the screen? That's a good question, huh? Well, shit. I'm not sure how to do that. Nope, that's not what I want. I'm so bad with computers, you guys. Like, I see the spot where it's supposed to be, right? Can I just take that off, or is it too late? Oops. Technical difficulties with Chelsea. Okay, maybe I should just, oh wait, no. It's like shaded over here. Go away. Okay. Bear with me, y'all. Alright, I'm gonna put myself right in the middle. Oh. Stay there. Chelsea, stay still. Okay. And then maybe do this. Okay. Did I figure it out? Because you guys can still see the chat even if it's not like in the video, so no biggie. Hey everybody. All right, here's the chat. I'm gonna talk to y'all. Here we go. Can you guys hear music? I'm really sorry. I'm not good at this. Hey, Rabbit season. Salutations. Hello, Pooh. Greetings. Yo, who's ready for Halloween? I know I got my pumpkins ready. I'm not ready for Halloween. I wish I was, but I'm not, sadly. God, there is such a delay. I hate that. But there's nothing you can really do about that, right? So you can kind of hear music. I feel like it's really loud. You motherfucker, do you guys see this? Stay still, you son of a bitch. Okay. I feel like the music is really loud for me. Oh, I know how to fix that. Yeah. Raise that shit up for you guys. So you guys are just gonna have to like bear with me for this. I'm totally alone, so I don't know what I'm doing. But I'm really happy that you guys are here anyway. This is probably the first desktop stream I've ever set up by myself. I tried to make a thumbnail and that didn't really work out. I made it, but then I couldn't figure out how to get it as the thumbnail. So here we are. Not ready for my anniversary. No, I'm not. Like, life has just been so crazy, and I feel like I say that all the time, and then life just like ups the ante for me, and it's just like, no bitch, you don't even know what crazy is. Here's a fucking hurricane. You know, it's like, oh my god. Honestly, still feel weird since the hurricane. Doesn't really help that, you know, my depression and all that anxiety was really bad, and I started a new medication. If you're following me on Instagram, which you definitely should be, there I talk about that. So that has been a roller coaster, I will say. I do feel better than I was feeling, but I'm still not like 100%, and it kind of makes me feel sad, I guess, because I just expected more. I don't know. What state do you plan on moving to? right now, I think we're going to go to Ohio, which is not very exciting. That's where I'm from originally, even though I've lived all over the place. So my family, well, part of my family is there, and they're kind of needing me right now. So I'd like to move close to them. And oh, you know what? I forgot to turn this other light on. Let me see if that helps the lighting situation at all. Okay. Is that any better? I don't know. I have to wait for the freaking lag. I guess I could be watching this on OBS, but then I can't. Okay, yeah, that is better. I like the way the shadows are that way. Oh, fuck. I know Colorado is better than Ohio. Are you kidding me? I don't know how TJ puts up with this fucking mic. Well, actually, you said Colorado is way better than Ohio, but I know what you're saying. The thing about Colorado is it was just too expensive, and if we wanted the privacy that, you know, we desire, then hey Jamie. It's nice to see you. I don't know. Colorado's just not really gonna be the place. Plus they're having so many wildfires and lots of, I mean, what is it about Colorado where there's like so many shootings there? Like so many mass shootings are in Colorado. Like, why is that? People are just crazy up there. I also looked into it. There's long-term, or there's health effects to being in high altitudes long-term. There's a higher chance of you getting Alzheimer's if you live at high altitudes, and dementia. I mean, that's not the reason I'm not going, but it's part of it. It's kind of scary, you know. But yeah, like I said, I'm from Ohio, and it's cheap as fuck. Thanks, Jamie. I actually put on makeup today. Crazy what that can do for a gal. And really, I feel like you can tell how I'm feeling if I'm wearing makeup or not, and to like what extent I'm wearing it. So right now I have like eyeshadow, eyeliner, and mascara, and I guess I drew in my eyebrows too because I have very blonde eyebrows. So if you see a whole eye done, that means I'm having a good day. If you don't see any makeup at all, that means like you probably shouldn't talk to me. If I have my eyebrows and mascara on, that's like an iffy day, and that's what I do most days. Eyebrows, mascara, that's it. So that's how you tell. I didn't visit South Park, Colorado, no. We did drive through a lot of Colorado, but not South Park. There's so much to see there. We were there for like 15 days. Or wait, no, it was more like 12. These little vapes like to get stuck. This guy just says goth. Are you saying I'm goth? I guess you could say that, but I don't really feel like it. I'm not getting anything. You guys hear me sucking on this thing? I can't get shit. Oh well. I can't do this sober, guys. I really can't. Chelsea does life. Hell yeah. Oh my gosh. Generic tea girl. I need to make you a mod. There you go, babe. I know you'll be a good mod. Lady Hopium says, yeah, the energy I have to do a good job doing my makeup totally depends on how well I'm doing each day. Completely. I totally agree. And honestly, even if I don't feel very good and then I do full eyeshadow, like I consider this elaborate makeup. I don't really put stuff all over my face and like the contours and stuff, which I probably should because I have a big like round white face that looks like a thumb. So I probably should contour and shit, but that's too much work for me. Like I said, I'm like trying hard to fucking put on eyeshadow. So you get what you get with me, right? Oh, you're welcome. Well, I have been doing my makeup for a really long time. I've been wearing makeup since I was like in 7th or 8th grade. So I used to not be very good at it either. And there's really, there's some tricks. You can watch like different people. But, oh, Tommy from the Bronx, I didn't even see you. It's pretty nice here in Connecticut. I don't know your price range. Upstate New York is good. You can do it sober. Don't need no chemicals. I'm literally like never sober, considering all my medication that I'm on. Thanks. You don't have to explain yourself. You're a badass, and that's that. Fuck yeah. Anyway. Yeah, all that is too much work. Yeah, you get it. Like, there are people who, especially influencers and shit online, that are just like constantly, like every single day, like full face of makeup. That's what they call it when they put the stuff all over and put the contouring and highlights and glitter and bullshit and fake eyelashes, and it's too much. Yeah, I really don't wear that shit at all unless it's like a special occasion, and even then I don't really wear it. I'm just like, if you guys can't handle my pimples on my face and the fact that like I don't have contours and sparkles and highlights and shit all over my face, like, I guess we can't be friends. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, how are you going to judge somebody just because they're letting their pimples hang out? I'm spoiled as a dude. I just splash some toilet water on my face and I'm out the door. I hope not. Foundation is gross. Let's get real. Like, it's like painting your whole face every day. And I know a lot of people that doesn't bother them, but I have super sensitive skin on my face. I mean, I have really bad well, I shouldn't say I have really bad acne, but I have acne. It's not like cystic and I don't have too many scars, but it is hard. But anyway, my skin is super sensitive. I can't use anything scented or anything like that. So wearing like a layer of like skin tone paint all over your face every day that like sweats off and gets caked in all your pores, like, doesn't that sound awful? I'm talking to guys right now, or whoever, not just guys, but people who have never put on foundation. Think about how suffocating that would be. Like, all day long, every day. Now, like I said, some people don't care, but I fucking care. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it does. If you sweat or whatever, the foundation can, like, leak down onto your shirt. Now, if you invest in, like, pretty good foundation, it shouldn't be too bad, leaky-wise, unless you're, like, sprinting for an hour. But, yeah. Anyway, I really did not think I was going to be talking about makeup on this stream. I'll tell you guys what happened today, just because we're just chilling, right? Oh, here's another vape. Let's try that. You guys, look at this shit. There's nothing. There we fucking go. Hell yeah. If I was a girl, I simply wouldn't wear makeup. It seems so silly when you actually analyze it. It is. And a lot of I've spoken to men who think that girls wear makeup to look sexy, which is kind of true. But it's not to look well, I shouldn't speak on behalf of all women. I'm speaking for myself, okay? And a lot of girls I know that I've talked to about this, okay? Girls don't wear makeup so that you think they look sexy. That's not really it. When we wear makeup or get dressed up or do our hair, whatever makes us feel confident, it's literally that. It makes us feel confident. Yeah, everybody smoke it if you got it. Anyway, it makes us feel confident, you know? And that can totally change how the day goes. I've been talking to I have a health coach now. I've been seeing him for a couple weeks, and I was talking to him about that. Like, just putting on just a little mascara or something can literally make my day better, which sounds so vain, but it's true. Like, I feel like other people will think better of me if I put in a little bit extra effort in the morning when I'm getting ready, like out in public. Now, as far as like the confidence thing, I guess it is because we feel like we look sexier, but it's really for like me. It's for us, you know? It's so that we feel like we appear the way we want to, you know? We get to manipulate some little things like drawing black and gold on our eyes. That's basically what I did today, right? And that, for some reason, makes us feel better. And it makes you feel more confident. I don't know. I'm just talking from personal experience. So, anyways, I told my health coach that, and he said that I should try to do it a little bit every day then. And, you know, sometimes I just get creative, like what happened today. And I had a little more time than usual. And I just did a full eye. I wasn't planning on doing that. But just it's like the little tiny steps, you know? I got up. I didn't want to get out of bed. I got up, brushed my teeth, washed my face. Like, I'm going to do what the coach said and put a little mascara on just to make me feel better. Well, I ended up doing a really cool look because I felt creative and inspired by other like influencers I'd seen and their makeup. So, yeah. Anyways. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that, but even then, so like say I'm going on a date, I'm going over to some guy's house that I've been seeing for a bit, and I want him to think, wow, she looks really good. So yeah, I'm going to do my makeup and dress cute. But Chelsea, you stream sometimes. Here I am every couple months or so. I'll pop on here just to talk to you guys and spill my heart out. So, yeah. So I want him to think I look cute, but because I know he thinks I look cute, I feel more confident. And it makes me, you know, make the moves I want to. Or be less hesitant to, because I'm like, yeah, I'm badass Chelsea right now. I'm not like schlub Chelsea that just rolled out of bed, you know? I mean, guys can have that too. When you're going to see a chick or whatever, a guy, or whoever you want to see. We are polyamorous, yeah. Hey, guys. Hey, Zonstar. It's really a creative thing for me. Like, I love color and I love art. And I kind of see it as, like, putting art on my eyelids. And it makes me feel good. So, win-win, right? But it does take a long time. Like, just this probably took, just my eyes, probably took, like, 20 minutes or more, maybe. So, I don't know. It doesn't happen every day, obviously. But yeah, like if you're a guy and you have somebody come over that you like, you're going to try to look good. You're going to shave if that's something you do. Or You know, you're going to try to smell nice and wear a cute top or whatever. Make sure your balls don't stink. It's the same kind of thing because you'll be like, I smell good, I look good. She's going to think that too, so that's going to make me more confident. So it really doesn't matter your gender or your routine. It's all the same. Nice. Who gets laid more, you or TJ? I'd say me, but that's because I want to. And TJ doesn't want to as much. Thank you, Zonstar. I've been trying to explain that for like the last 10 minutes, and you did it in a sentence. So, bravo, sir. Bravo. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I think with men, an average is more to get a desired reaction. Okay. Well, whatever. I mean, everybody has their own thing. Yep. I try. It'd be really cool to see you again, Zonstar, if we ever could do that again. Shit, did I just get a super chat? I heard the sound, but I don't see it. Okay, here we go. Stay badass. Thank you. Thank you, Cynic. That's so sweet of you. 420. Just for that, let's take a hit together, Cynic. Oh, wait, this is the clogged one. Let's take a hit together, Cynic. Sorry, do you and TJ cook together? Yeah, we do. Oh, I see what happened. Yeah, yeah, for real. Well, we'll see, and we might be moving, so we'll see. Nice. How'd you take it, Cynic? Tell me. Yeah, we cook together pretty much every night, honestly, unless one of us isn't feeling good or is busy or something. But we pretty much always cook together. Sorry I can't stay and watch, but here's a like and a comment. Thank you. Lizzie gets it for the algorithm. Thank you, thank you. Look, I got 16 likes already. And 24 people. That's cool. Blunt to the head. God, I haven't had a blunt in so long. I wonder if I'm still good at rolling blunts, because I used to be like the one everybody wanted to roll blunts, and now I'm not sure. Corn Pop's heart. One of his heart valves is too small, I think. I have all the paperwork, but it's in like medical jargonese, and like I'm not totally sure what it means. But basically, his heart rate has progressively slowed every time he's gone to the doctor, and he's gone a lot because of his allergies and other problems. So they noticed a pattern. It was slowing down every time, and his heart rate doesn't even rise when he's acting up, because they said at the heart doctor he was acting fractious, which I love that word now. But yeah, so I guess that just means unruly and bad. So he was being a bad kitty, and they said his heart rate didn't raise at all, even though he was trying to like run around and like he was yelling and hissing and everything. So, I'm dreaming about being a blunt. You want me to roll you? So anyways, I'm worried about him, but it's not like an imminent threat. So basically they told us to just watch out for lethargy and if he passes out, which I've never seen him do either. And he runs around like our house, like like a madman, like still, like he's still a kitten, and he just like jumps all over everything and is so fast, and he's so not graceful and just knocks over everything in his path. So I suck at rolling blunts with my joint. See, I suck at rolling J's, but my blunts are good. I just use the cones and just pack them in. And that's not hard for anybody to do, like pack a cone. I just figured it's probably safer to vape on stream than to actually smoke, but I prefer smoking. Oh shit, that was a big one. Fuck. Are we good? Maybe. I feel like I just got really red. Aw. Thank you, Annie. Why aren't you a mod on here? Making all kinds of people mods. Fuck. Okay. I think I'm okay. I'm not sure. Is tonight frightful? Why is tonight frightful? Did it not work? Or does Underhaven have to comment again for the wrench to appear? So, I don't know if you guys knew this, but a couple of years ago, I got a hamster from PetSmart. And he was terrified of me his entire life, which was not very long, maybe a year at most. Oh, thanks, Annie. I'm sorry. I don't think, am I supposed to call you Annie still? Okay. I don't know. I'm so sorry. You have so many names. Fuck. Now what was I talking about? Oh, my hamster, right. His name was Barkley. Named after Barkley from Star Trek, who was like super anxious. Because that little hamster, I'm pretty sure he died because he scared himself to death. It was so sad. Like, he would never let you hold him. If you did hold him, he was like shaking the whole time. So it's kind of like not the best pet. Because like I just fed him and he pooped everywhere in his cage. And I had to clean out a cage and feed this animal and spend money on it for like none of the pet reward that you get for having a pet. Like, people don't just get pets so they can take care of them. Pets are supposed to be like cute and cuddly or fun to look at, or I don't know, but this guy just hid all the time. He's just always hiding, and it made me feel terrible because like I knew he was terrified of me. So anyway, when we moved, which was literally a 5-minute drive, I didn't even take him out of the cage. I put his cage in my car, drove super carefully so I wouldn't hit bumps and stuff. Then then we put him in a quiet room that was closed off. There weren't any other animals or anything that day. Nobody really was going in there. You know, I just wanted him to have a chill night. And then later that night, I went in there to feed him, and TJ's like, Barkley's dead. And I'm like, he is not dead. Don't say that. Why did you say that? He's like, I just feel it. I think he's dead. He's like, I don't see him or hear him. I'm like, you never see him or hear him. He's always hiding in his little tunnels he makes in the bedding. So I waited like another day, and then I looked, and the food hadn't been touched at all, which was weird. So then I like went through the bedding, and I found him, and he was just dead. And it was sad. That really sucked. But like I said, I wasn't super close to him, but I still wanted to give him a good life because it's not his fault that he has anxiety problems. Like, I have anxiety too, you know, so. Oh no. I don't know if the hamster was attracted to me. I highly doubt it. But I think I was just a giant. And he was terrified of everything. It's okay. It was about a year, well, whenever we moved in here. So probably like 2 years ago now. And anyway, the whole point of this story was that I still had his giant ass cage in my shed. And all his supplies, his bedding, his toys, his water bottle, everything. And I listed, yeah, I really do love animals. So I listed the cage, I cleaned it out, of course. And I listed the cage on Facebook Marketplace for like $100 because it's really big. It's like, I think 6 feet long this way and like 4 feet deep. We made it out of a Christmas tree bin. Thanks, Venom. It's okay. I have other pets that, I know this sounds mean, but honestly, they mean more to me because I've actually built a relationship with them for like years. So I'm not too broken up about Barkley anymore. It just, his whole existence and like memory kind of makes me sad because I just wanted a cute little hamster to hold, and I don't know. But anyway, that is a huge cage for a hamster. But the reason why is because a lot of most of the cages that they sell at the pet store are not adequate for hamsters. Like, I looked it up on all these pet care forums, and in other countries like Germany and I don't know, somewhere in Europe, they actually have laws for how to keep small animals too, not just dogs and cats and stuff. And hamsters, that's like the standard size, because hamsters in the wild dig all kinds of tunnels and like bury themselves. And they need like thick bedding so that they can dig through shit. And run around. I mean, they're like forest creatures. So these little tiny boxes with these little tiny like plastic tubes that you see for hamsters at the pet store, those are terrible for them. Like, that would be like putting you inside a fucking closet and being like, here you go, here's your life. You know, like, you would go crazy in there. And I'm sure some hamsters learn to adapt. But what I'm trying to say is it's those cages are not healthy for hamsters. The tubes really aren't either. A lot of problems have happened where they get stuck. Whatever. When I get a pet, I do a shit ton of research all over, because I know from working in the pet industry and the animal industry that pet professionals, I don't want to dog everybody because there's a lot of great people in it, but it's an industry. It's about the money. It's not about the I'm sorry, I keep pausing. My throat burns from that hit still. Hold on a second. Okay, sorry about that. I feel like I might need some gum or something, because that is really burning. There's 22 of you now. Do you guys promise to stay if I go for like 30 seconds and grab a piece of gum? I'll be right back, I promise. Thank you. my gosh. You guys are so good. You guys are the best. There's even more people here than when I left. You guys rock. That feels so much better. Oh my God. See, I don't have cotton mouth. I just have that burn. I'll try not to like chew it too loud in your guys' ear. I know. How cool was that? You guys are the best. You guys are my best friends. Only real friends would stick around like that. You guys are awesome. Hey. It's good to see you. I haven't heard from you in a long time. So anyway, I'm going to get through this fucking hamster story one way or the other. I listed all the shit for $100. It didn't sell for like 6 months. But I'm like, whatever. It's just sitting in my shed. Somebody will need it. And then I got a message yesterday that was like, hey, is this still available? Oh, well, in the meantime, I'd lowered the price to $50 because I'm like, I just want to get rid of this. You're awesome and chat is awesome. Fuck yeah. So I got a message yesterday. Is this still available? I was like, yes, it is. It is. I was just so excited because I'm like, I can finally get rid of this giant thing in my shed. And I talked to her and I said, is this for a hamster? Because it's not suitable for all animals, you know? It's custom made for a hamster. You might be able to put some mice in there, maybe a guinea pig or something, but it's not really recommended because mice like to climb and it's more long. So she showed me a little picture of her hamster and she's like, I just got him and I'm on all these forums and they're saying my cage is too small. And I'm like, yes, that's perfect. So she's like, oh, can you meet me? And it was like half an hour away. And I'm like, oh, man, I really don't want to do that. But I'm like, oh, well, I don't know. Send me the address. And she's like, oh, I can give you $30 more for it if you drive it here. I'm like, okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Like, drive 30 minutes for $30 extra. Hell yeah. So I got $80 for my old cage today. And I met this lady and her kid at McDonald's. They told me their hamster's name is Doug. So I thought that was cute. And it just makes me really happy because I could have thrown that away, right? It was just like this big plastic box with, you know, bags of bedding and toys and shit in it for a hamster. And I'm not really planning on getting another hamster. So it just makes me really happy that another hamster is getting to live in such an amazing cage. And he's going to get a really good life, I think. So, hey! Yeah. I got to give another hamster a good home. So it makes me really happy. I know. And he's so cute, too. Maybe I can show you guys the picture. Let's see if it pops up. Or if it'll show up on the camera. Hold on. Oh, she just said, oh, he's on the wheel. She said, thank you. Set it up. As soon as I got home, he went straight to the wheel. There's a 12-inch wheel, which is the smallest recommendation for hamsters. Because if they're on too small of a wheel, their backs like bend like weird. Like a macaroni noodle. And that's really bad for their spine. Let me see if I can find the picture. Oh, she said he was eating a sunflower seed here. All right, let's see if you can see it. One recycled hamster cage at a time, saving the planet. Hell yeah. All right, I'm sorry. It's hard to see. But anyway, he's really cute. He's eating a little sunflower seed in that picture. So, yeah. This is the most wholesome stream I've watched in years. It's Hamtaro! Oh, I used to love that show. Hamtaro. I know, right? He's so cute. He's just like... I love how little rodents, like, rats and mice and hamsters and squirrels or whatever. They have their little tiny hands and how they eat. It's so cute. Aw, you guys are welcome. I really needed this today, honestly. I needed some friends to hang out with. TJ went to go see Halloween Kills with his brothers, and I didn't really, like, I want to see the movie, but I don't really want to go to a theater, so. Aw, I'm glad you guys are being nice to each other. It makes me happy. There needs to be more positivity, including in myself. I'm really trying to work on that. Another thing I'm working on with my health coach. So I try to do this every day, but he said, if you don't get to it, it's not a big deal. Don't make it like something to be guilty about not doing. But if you get to it, it'd be good. So 5 minutes or less, I go in my room or go somewhere away from everybody, even the pets. Get away from everything, quiet. Just sit there. Positivity is based. I'm trying to learn that. And I don't want to be overly positive, but I'm way too negative and cynical, and it puts too much hate inside of me that I don't like there. So anyway, I say that too much. So anyway, that's like my only way to transition, I guess. Just got to do the best you can. That's right. So I'm trying to tell you guys what my health coach said, so maybe it could help you guys too. I've only been doing it for a week, but it feels better already. So you sit in quiet in your car, whatever, and you can think for 5 minutes or less. I put a 5-minute timer on my phone. And if you don't make it to 5 minutes, that's cool. But that's what I try to get to. And I just think of all the positive things around me, like literally around me. So like I could be like, this is positive because I went out today. I got my favorite Starbucks drink. So that's always a bonus. Any day that I can get my white ass, this is like the whitest thing that I like, blonde pumpkin spice latte with coconut milk from Starbucks. I love that drink. So in the fall, it just makes me feel like I'm drinking fall. It's great. And I love fall. So that's a positive thing I can think of. Then, I don't know, I've literally just been like, that tree looks pretty, or the sky is aesthetically pleasing, or it's so cool how the internet exists. Like, think about how cool of an invention the internet is.
Home invasion.
Oh no, TJ's here.
Hey.
I know.
No,
It's like I said, it's the most white girl thing that I like. Can I see your face?
I don't know.
Oh, you know what? You might be able to help me.
What do you need?
So I can see this on like live time. How do I get the chat like somewhere?
Do it for a second.
Yeah, hold on, guys. I don't want it on the screen.
You don't want it on the screen?
Yeah, I want to be the only thing on the screen. But
Okay, I gotcha. But you want to see it.
yeah, I guess I could just do that.
Just go pop out. Well, you just do it like this. Here, let me for you. Okay. Sure.
Say hi to the chat.
Hey, everybody. Okay, there we go. TJ the Imp. Here you go.
Thanks. What are you doing?
I need to go to the bathroom.
Hello, hello. There we go. That's better for me because now I can see myself in real time and I don't have to wait for the actual stream. I guess you guys are talking to TJ still. I mean, yeah, it is pretty white, but it's so good. And I only really like Starbucks. I've tried other people's pumpkin spice, and that's the only flavored coffee I really like at all. I usually just get plain coffee, but when it's October, I gotta get my pumpkin spice. Good husband. So yeah, I haven't decorated at all for Halloween. Have you guys? It just got cool here, so it's finally feeling like fall, but I don't know. There's just so much shit going on. I don't really think I'm gonna decorate. We did buy a pumpkin carving kit, so we are gonna try to carve pumpkins, but that's it, I think. And I don't think we're gonna have a party. I think we're just gonna go to a bonfire and like dress up kind of, but I'm not really planning on spending much money on a costume. I might just recycle an old costume. So it's kind of a chill Halloween, but I still want to celebrate. I just can't decorate my house right now. It's really not the work for me. Well, last year I knew we weren't going to have a party, but I still decorated because TJ and I dropped acid on Halloween, and I knew we were going to. So we actually dressed up and basically had a party with just the two of us. And I had the house not as decorated as before when I've had parties, but it was pretty close. And then this year I'm just like, okay, Cynic, what are you saying about Starbucks? You know, I used to work at Starbucks for like 3 years. I don't think they're a good company. I know the ins and outs. They're better than a lot of companies, but they still suck. Most of the time, I go to a cheaper coffee shop to get coffee because I think Starbucks is overrated a lot of the time. But I fucking love the pumpkin spice. I can't fucking help it. Okay? It's only out for like a month. Let me have it for a month, okay? And I don't get it every day in October. I think this is my third one of the month, okay? Yeah, I use Amazon way more than I probably use Amazon more than I use Starbucks because I pretty much order most things off Amazon so I don't have to go to a store. Because I have like crippling social anxiety to the point where I feel sick and I get so angry that I try to I don't try to fight with people, but if people do anything slightly rude, I'm gonna fucking go off. And it's been really hard for me to control. I'm on new medication to try to control things. And I really don't feel that anger and I don't know, nauseousness that I feel when I'm at a grocery store or in public. And it's really only inside in public. If I'm outside and people aren't too close to me, I'm fine. At a park or something, that doesn't bug me. I am not a Karen, don't say that. I am not a Karen. I promise. If I am, I try really hard not to be. But I actually do have a diagnosis of social anxiety, among many other things. My social anxiety sprouts off of my PTSD. So anytime I'm in a confined space, another reason I didn't go to the movies. A confined space like a restaurant or a store, something like that, I pretty much automatically feel fight or flight. So anything that remotely happens that's bad that I could normally handle if I wasn't feeling like that makes me go off way easier. Oh, Zonster. I'm still in a dark place, bud. I really am. If you ever need some positivity, just fire up a stream and I'm sure we'll all support you. Thank you guys. I really do feel like I get on here to talk to people as like my friends. I don't really consider this like content. I guess it is. But I feel like it's just us like hanging out and catching up and talking. So. Sorry if I scared you, Zonster. I just, I'm very honest about my emotions, and I think it's kind of important, at least for me. I'm not saying this for everybody. I think it's important for me to be open about how I feel, because other people I know deal with the emotions I do or something similar, and it feels good to see it, not necessarily normalizing it, but just being like, I'm not alone. It doesn't necessarily mean, oh, it's good that I freak out in public. I say freak out. I'm not on public freakouts, except that one time with the anti-masker. But that was one time, okay? I usually don't do that. I was in like a lot of pain that day. So it was like the worst day he could have possibly fucked with me. And he started that shit, so fuck him. Anyways, that probably could have been on public freakout because I yelled at him. But that doesn't usually happen. I'm not a fucking Karen, always trying to start shit. I've worked in the food industry and the service industry enough to know especially workers don't need that shit. They're just trying to pay their bills. What's up, Chels? Hey. We vibin'. Yeah, I think it is better to let out your feelings a lot of the time. Fuck him. Yeah, I still feel like fuck him. He should not have gotten in my face and tell me to move out of his way like he's some big man and I'm just some little demure woman who's just gonna listen to whatever the fuck he says. No, he was super rude. And I think even if I wasn't in pain that day like I was, I still would have been pissed at him. Yeah. And just yelling at people in public or like having a confrontation with somebody in public it's really not that bad. Like if you think about it, nobody touched each other. The cops weren't called. We yelled at each other for like a minute and then we did our thing. I didn't get any employees involved. The guy went his way, I went my way. We stayed away from each other. Right. I mean, I think TJ already told this story, but basically what happened was I was at a grocery store and I was like off to the side in an aisle waiting for TJ to go get something. And I had, excuse me, I had my cart all the way against the shelf. I couldn't move anymore. But there was like someone stocking a shelf, like kind of catty corner to me. If he maneuvered his cart, he could have got around me easily. But he just looked at me, and because I was just standing there trying to be out of the way, he was like, "Can you move?" Like super rude, not wearing a mask, obviously. And I was just like, no. And he was like, "What's your problem?" And he starts getting in my face, which is a big no-no. Do not get in my fucking face. I've got mental issues. I do not like my personal space being like gotten in. I don't know. I need my personal space. I don't even want this skin in my personal space. Anyway, so I was just like, get away from me. He was like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, you're not wearing a mask. Get out of my face. And he was just like, you're wearing a mask. So ain't you protecting both of us? And I'm like, no, that's not how it works. Get the fuck out of my face. And he was just like, you're a sheep. And I was like, I was just like, he could tell I was confused. So he said, a sheep. And I was like, oh, okay. And he kept yelling at me, you're a sheep. You're a sheep. And like, literally his face is like here. And I'm here, right? No mask. You're a sheep. And I'm like, get the fuck out of my face. And I'm just thinking, like, before I fucking punch you. So I'm glad he didn't. He finally kept going. He probably said, you're a sheep, like 4 or 5 times right there. And I just kept saying, get the fuck away from me. And then I see out of the corner of my eye, like, the employee that was stocking the shelf, like, kind of by me, that was blocking the way, they're fucking gone. Everyone in the aisle is just dispersing, like, as fast as they can. Because we're, like, our voices are escalating. And, oh, my gosh. Sorry, my nose started running. So, yeah. Anyway, he fucking went, and I, like, whipped my cart around to, like, go back to find TJ. I'm a goat? Okay, I'll be a goat. That's fine. I don't really care to be a sheep either. I think they're all pretty cute. But I know what he's saying. He's saying I'm blindly following people, leaders, the CDC. I'm a sheep for the CDC. What can I say? Yeah, I believe what scientists say about this deadly pandemic that's killing all kinds of people that I know. A lot of people are super affected by this, and if all you have to do is put this little thing on your face for 10, 30 minutes, and you can literally, like, cut down the risk of you spreading a disease or contracting a disease. I don't want to give numbers because I'm not a scientist. I don't know. Even if it's like 2%, even if it's like 2%, I would still wear a mask. Because I don't want to be a bad neighbor. I don't want to infect people. And plus, really, I get upset because I am immunodeficient. I have a ton of health problems. That's why I said earlier I was in so much pain. I have to deal with that every single day of my life. Hillbilly alien. I'm hoping that's a joke because otherwise you gotta go. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if they say anything else. No more shit like that. Just take ivermectin. I guess I haven't read what you guys are saying for a while. Sorry, I'm just reading back to what everybody was saying. You were super upset when you and TJ were ripped off by DoorDash in Colorado. Yeah, that's true. I was really upset about that. That was also me, like, not medicated at all. Oh, I agree that what Cynic said. I think it's a negative interaction. Conflict like that is bad for you and everyone involved. I agree. I don't think it's good. He didn't change my mind. I didn't change his mind. We both blew off a little steam. But I was fucking thinking about that and dwelling on that for a long time. I still do, because it still, like, upsets me. And not, I felt guilty, like, maybe 10 minutes later. So I'm like, man, I wish that hadn't happened like that. I just wish he hadn't come at me the way he did, because I'm so pissed at the area that I live in and how I've been treated while I live here. I feel like if I'm alone, especially, I get treated really poorly here as a female, mostly by older white men. They're just so fucking disrespectful. Louisiana is, shocker, the worst state to be a woman in, based off of crime and health care and jobs and just being at risk of rape and physical violence. We literally rank the worst. Just like Louisiana ranks the worst in fucking every scale there is. Why is that? Why am I here? I have not seen Squid Game. I'm sorry. Let's see. According to doctors, the spaghetti-o of it was when the news found out it was used to treat horses for worms. I don't know. We decided to stay because it's more practical at the moment. Honestly, Zonster, Louisiana used to be in like the bottom category, but since 2020 and 2021, the newest data, almost in every single category, Louisiana is literally the last, number 50 out of 50. In healthcare, in education, in, being a woman. I guess they're a little better than most states on weed, or not most states. They suck compared to, yeah, that's the real Zonster. It's medically legal here. There's still 5 states that it's completely illegal and criminalized. So I guess we're better than that. The winter is really nice here. The food sucks. The bugs are everywhere. I don't know. People are just really, really giant assholes here. Life sucks and you pay more for less returns, but it's practical. Okay, so what's going on? Yeah, that's the real Zonster. I guess I should mod him too, even though he probably won't, like, time people out and shit. But he's special. I understand why you're critical of what I said about it being practical. But the reason is that the house we live in now, me and TJ anyway, is, you are special, is really good for us. This house, I mean, it's got its problems, but the space itself is good. And we have a really big yard, so we don't have a lot of disruptions from neighbors and shit, right? Our house is not super close to other people. So that is one thing. Obviously, that's not enough to stay in Hurricane Alley. So the other thing is it's pretty cheap as well, our house, for what it is. And another reason is TJ's family, especially his mom, really doesn't want us to move. And I know that's not a reason to stay, but it's the reason we're staying for the holidays, because we didn't want to just up and leave right before the holidays. Because also in our family, starting October 8th with Stevie's birthday. And then ending with TJ's birthday in February 20th. We've got like 8 birthdays that we have to celebrate. So these last few months, like, we're usually like really close with his family, and we spend a lot of time with them. So we're staying so that that's not as bad. Also, like I said before, the winter here is really nice. It doesn't usually get under like 40, and even 40 is pretty cold. So wherever we'd be moving, we'd be going from like 70-degree winter to like freezing cold right in the middle of winter. So plus another reason, we have a lot of shit to pack, and I'm also, like the hamster cage, I'm trying to sell off a bunch of stuff so we don't have to move very much. Thanks, Jamie. Have a good night. Have a good stream. Thanks for coming by. So anyway, there's just lots of reasons that a couple more months feels not necessary, but easier. We could have left right after we got back from the hurricane. We really talked about it. We talked about it a lot. And it was just like, oh my God, I'm freaking out. Like, that's so much stress. So we decided together, I think, to just stay through the winter. I don't think she's streaming yet, but you can leave. Hey, what's up? Jamie? Yeah, that always sucks to be in like a left city in a right state, because the state takes precedence legally. Did you need your computer or something? How do you tell how long you've been streaming? I guess it shows a start time. Oh, okay. An hour and 8 minutes. Okay, cool. I love you too, TJ. So, I'm probably going to wrap up soon anyway. Unless you guys get me started on something interesting to talk about. But I'm going to let these last few minutes just be for for if people want to ask questions or whatever. If not, I'm going to peace out. Any questions? Anybody want to say anything? Oh, I want to thank Cynic again for being my, for being my one and only donation this stream. I appreciate that, sir. You made the sunflower appear. So, here's a question I have for you guys. The screen, do you feel like I should put the chat up on the screen? Because I don't really feel like it's necessary. But TJ always likes to do that, so. Chelsea, apparently a lot of people want to ban pit bulls. I don't think it's right to ban pit bulls, but you probably shouldn't have a pit bull if you have children, or like small children especially. I kind of feel like that with a lot of dogs, but I don't think they should be banned. How do I get over love sickness? That is the question of all time, right? You like no chat on the screen better? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't really want the chat on the screen. I feel like it's distracting. But I didn't know if this was like not enough on the screen or if this is okay. So just let me know what you guys think. Oh yeah, pit bulls can turn on a dime. They really are some of the sweetest fucking animals, but when they're not, they're not. And they can be really scary. Well, generic T-girl, if you enable live chat playback, which I did for this stream, I don't think I had in the past, people can still watch the live chat on the app or on YouTube, even if it's not on the screen. Aw, that sucks. I would hate if a dog hated me for like no reason. Aw, you guys are the best. Thank you, Midwest Moose. So I don't know if all of you guys are subbed to my Instagram, but I'm just gonna plug that real quick. Chelsea the Imp, but there on Instagram there's a underscore right here. I try to post there more than I do here, because I'm just on it more than I am on YouTube. But Dougzilla, I agree with you, but there has been like a high incidence of pit bulls attacking people, and I used to be really against all the pit bull hate. I mean, I still am, but I kind of understand it a little more now because I looked into it and saw the numbers that on average they're a little bit more dangerous. Thanks, Cynic. They're a little bit more dangerous than other breeds, but not by a whole lot. So it really is mostly about breeding. I mean, not breeding. How they're raised. You think only the best dog trainers should have pit bulls? Well, my dog is part pit, and I think he's going to keep me from ever really being able to have another dog safely. Hey, Emily. Because he is really aggressive with other dogs a lot of the time, except Dinor. It seems like he's okay if the dog is smaller than him. So I don't know. Golden Doodles are freaking crazy. Golden Doodles are an abomination. I hate how many people bought Golden Doodles because they look like teddy bears, and they would bring them to me when I was grooming, and they were like, I don't know why his fur is so matted. They said it was like the easiest dog to care for in the world. And I'm like, who told you that? They're like, the breeder. Why are breeders telling people this? Golden Doodles have to be brushed like every fucking day unless you just want them shaved. Their hair is not like naturally supposed to be like that. It's a golden retriever and a poodle. Golden retrievers have like a shit ton of hair and undercoat, and poodles have one layer of coat and it's curly. So you mix those two together and they just are like a recipe for knots and mats. So I've had to shave so many Golden Doodles because people do not fucking brush them. Alright, well, Hillbilly Alien, I think it's time for you to get a warning. I'm done with being called a sheep. You have a golden doodle in my bedside table? What the fuck does that mean? Your cat is the leader of a gang. We have a Great Pyrenees Brutus. Have you ever worked with one of those big lugs? Yes. They are so much work. I'm sure you know. You have to brush them all the time, and you're not supposed to shave them at all, because they do have the double coat. But I have seen it where their coats were so bad that they had to be shaved. We use PC. Yeah, we don't have any Macs. He has an iPhone, but that's it. A giant golden dildo, I guess. Okay. Cool. Anyways, So, oh yeah, Black Lab, German Shepherd, those are really pretty. There are so many cool mixes. I'm not like anti like mixing breeds or anything. I think that's actually usually pretty healthy to do because mutts tend to be healthier than purebreds most of the time. But I have a lab and he's like my husband. Something less creepy in my head. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't be doing stuff you do with your husband with your dog. No, I get what you're saying. No, I think it's cute. I love when people make their pets part of their family and it's not like, oh, that's my dog, that's my property or whatever. Because they're not. They have their own personalities and insane emotional depth. And I think if you watch animals, they can really teach us a lot about how to live our lives. Do you groom cats? I have, but I don't really like to. Yeah, technology is really cool. That's another like positive thing that you can think about in your 5-minute like positivity meditation or whatever you want to call it. Thank you for coming back. What'd you cook? But yeah, technology has done some really amazing things. Even though I still get frustrated with it because I don't know how to work it a lot of the time. But that's the failing on me. It's not the computer's fault most of the time. I've had to learn that like kind of slowly over the years. I used to get really mad at like the printer and shit. And I still see TJ do shit like that too. He's like trying to, I don't know, fucking do something and he's obviously doing it wrong. And so he just does it wrong but harder and just like angrier over and over. And I'm just like, he's like, this fucking thing, so angry at it. I'm like, you're doing it wrong. He's like, no, I'm not. Food, oh, thank you for the description. I wonder what we're gonna have tonight. Zonster, you should do streaming. At least every once in a while like I do. It doesn't have to be a big deal. Chelsea, what do you think about the odds of the Heibel are? What? Food is delicious. You'll need an editor? Why? You don't think you could just do this? No, I'm fine with talking about politics. Hell yeah, get that vax. Get vaccinated, everyone. Do your part. Save the planet. What? Would you call yourself a full-on communist? No, I would not call myself that. Okay. Okay, Cynic. Cynic and Hillbilly. I'm not Judy. Fuck that. I don't want to be Judy. I'm Chelsea. I'm going to let you hang. But just know that your comments do make me want to put you in timeout. But I won't. Not now, anyway. Jamie basically is, I'm left-wing, but I describe her as a naive leftist. I don't know who Judy is, but I am not fucking Judy. I don't like that name. Honestly, I don't even know what I am anymore. The term communist is meaningless now. I kind of agree because I don't even really know what it is. I just know that there's like a negative connotation when people say communist. I mean, I know it's like socialism. But I guess I don't really understand the difference between socialism and communism. A lot of the time in our culture, especially, they're used interchangeably. Oh, okay. Judy was a typo. I don't feel like it is appropriate, Cynic. As long as you're not telling other people not to get vaccinated, I'm not going to time you out. If you tell other people not to get vaccinated because they're sheep or whatever, which is what got Hillbilly blocked, is because he was calling me a sheep, which obviously I don't like because I just explained how I had that happen to me IRL and it was not fun. But I do believe in free speech as long as I don't think it's harming other people. And I think most people in here know that it's really stupid not to get vaccinated during this pandemic. And honestly, as long as you're not vaccinated, like, I'm not going to hang out with you. Like, if you're not vaccinated, I'm not hanging out with you. I can't risk my own health. I already told you guys. I'm immunocompromised. So, yeah. Yeah, I would not say I'm on the right. I would definitely say I'm a leftist, but even that sounds weird. Oh no, what did he say this time? Oh, yep. Yep, okay. Yeah, Hillbilly Alien needed to be gone. Misinformation spreading is a blockable offense. Congratulations on being the second person ever blocked from my channel. Well, Cynic, you believe things that are normally what conservative people believe. So I'd like to know, like, why would you call yourself a leftist? Because everything I feel like you've ever said, please inform us of the lies. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm officially a mod and not just someone with the range of honor. Yes. What a dingus. So anyway, yeah, as far as political shit goes, I don't fucking know what I am. I feel like I'm still political, but I'm not as tuned in with current events as I used to be, because only vax sheep can be blocked. Okay, so that means that your other account was a vax sheep. I say I'm a liberal on gay rights, marriage, approve drugs, all should be legal, free speech. Okay. Yeah, I guess most conservatives are like anti-gay or whatever. Drugs, yeah. Well, I don't know. With the drug thing, that's more of a libertarian thing, which is claimed by the conservatives. Hey, Johnny. Thanks for coming. Free speech, yes. Big business, bad. So you do agree that corporations are, like, greedy and they get way too much power in our country? Are you saying that ironically? I can't tell. So you're a moderate or a right-wing libertarian. I can't do a fart on cue. I'm sorry. I don't know shit about Hassan. I feel like what I do know about him is that he's like super rich and he was on that show with that one girl that's like annoying. So that's pretty much all I know. And yeah, the way people speak of him, I'm just not interested in his takes. I'm never trolling. Okay. Good to know. To me, Hassan is just like Vosh too. Well, I know a little bit more about Vosh because of TJ, but if which girl? Crystal, the one that Kyle's with. But anyway, I've seen like maybe 2 of Crystal and Kyle's show, and I'm just like, I don't really like this. So, but I kind of feel that way about Vosh too, to a lesser extent. I like Kyle's show. Well, I don't watch that much of Kyle's show either, but he doesn't rub me the wrong way. So I know it's her that rubs me the wrong way, or the setup they have or something. I don't know. It just feels like so uptight and like, not into it. As far as Vosh goes, I like how chill he is, like as far as his streams. It's more the style that I like this conversational. I guess I'm like a little jealous of how much money people give him because the whole time he's talking, there's just like, this person gave $20 and wrote out a paragraph long question, and then it's like constant, and he doesn't even read them. People just give him $20 to read nothing. I'm just like, sad. Why can't that be me? Probably because I'm not as eloquent as he is, and not as smart, and he is a better performer than me, so that's why he gets a lot more money. But I mean, Vosh has a chill vibe. His streams have a chill vibe compared to like Crystal and Kyle's show, or something that feels like it should be on TV. Oh, he reads all the donuts at the end. Okay, that's cool. I'm glad he reads them. That's sweet, Cynic. Yeah, I do have a couple fans who will just send me money to like my PayPal or like my I don't have Cash App anymore. What's the other one? My Venmo, which is nice. Just like wake up one day and it's like, this person sent you $30, and they're just like, hope your day is good. I'm like, hell yeah, that's awesome. Or sometimes people will order stuff from my Amazon wish list and it just shows up at my door. This is not like an everyday thing, by the way, guys. But it's just really cool when that does happen, and it's just like, oh shit, I got a present for no reason. And it's just like, someone on Instagram was like, hey, I saw these Oreos on your wish list, so here you go. Hope you have a good day. That's just like super sweet, I think. And a lot of the stuff on my wish list is kind of like sexy. So some people buy me that, and then not like, I mean, I guess there are some sex toys on there, but not that many. It's mostly like lingerie or like sexy Halloween costumes, or sometimes it's just regular clothes or whatever. But I don't really like to spend money on myself, so I kind of just put that out there because people sometimes will message me and be like, hey, I want to get you something. And I'm like, no, you don't have to do that. And they're like, I want to get you something. I'm like, okay. So then I just put the wish list out there so I don't have to like give each individual person like, you could buy me this or this or this if you really want to. You know what I mean? So that's why I did that. And basically all the shit on my wish list is just stuff that I'm not going to buy myself, but I still like. You know what I mean? Then why do you use them to describe the present? Okay, I'm lost. Cynic, I agree with you on that. The labels and shit are just used to divide, which is negative, as you say, instead of unite us in common beliefs. I admire that you stick around places that you don't agree with, and you have a cool head even when people are personally attacking you. I think that's a cool trait of yours, Cynic. You should check out Matt Talbot's book about the media's goal of division in order to control the narrative. Okay, cool. I think I agree with the sentiment, but let's see. You're welcome. I mean it too. I think I'm running out of stuff to say. I had stuff written down in case I ran out of ideas, but yeah, I think I'm gonna go now. I hope I can do this more soon, but I'm flaky as fuck, so I never make plans. So don't expect me to make plans. But think about it. I will try, and the more likes and shit you leave, the more likely that I'll do it again. Probably, maybe. Okay. Bye, guys.